It's a 1956 Airstream Custom, 18 feet long. They made 9 of these in Ohio. It's undergone a full restoration. So some of the work that was done to it is all of these panels have been replaced new, and all the holes are book matched. So they're all the same original holes from the original sheets, but there isn't a flaw in the entire trailer. The end caps are original. These 2 panels here had a little bit of damage on them, but they were put through an English wheel and now they're perfect. Aluminum propane tanks, polished with new valves, recertified, brand new frame, upgraded torsion axle. Originally in 1956 would have had a leaf spring suspension. Nothing wrong with leaf springs, but torsions are a lot less parts and higher quality, I guess. But it's got a custom air conditioning shroud with a brand new air conditioner, 13,500 BTU with a heat pump. These are all reproduction lights from Vintage Trailer Supply, emblems, restored license plate light, new stainless bracket. Brand new white wall tires. Really awesome hubcaps. These have a globe on the center. It's got aluminum wheel wells. They've all been coated on the inside. New marker lights. All new period correct trim. I like these style 7 pins. They're removable, so you can put this inside the trailer, so you never have to worry about the front part of your 7-pin oxidizing out in the elements. These are custom brackets here, so you can have adjustable safety chains. No need to twist the chains to make them so they don't drag on the ground. This is an aluminum step. The original steps weren't, that didn't work that well, but this is pretty amazing. Low profile, anodized aluminum. The underside is fully redone, and I use the same exterior skins. Most of the time people use a cheaper grade like 5052 or some other grade. This is all protected here too. You put this down before you put the subfloor down. Protects the subfloor wood from the elements. The entire frame was, like I said, brand new. Upgraded cross members to 1/8 inch before they're really thin. Doesn't add much weight to the overall frame or the trailer, but makes it extremely strong. And here's your new torsion axle, new shocks, custom shocks mounted to the torsions. This is a 1-piece belly. That was how it was originally. It goes all the way across for your wraps. And the wraps I do perfect right here. You don't see any notch cuts. It always bothers me when other people restore campers and you can see the notches there. This right here bumps off. It's an extruded piece, extremely strong. It's not just a bent piece of 032 Alclad like a lot of people do. Chrome door handles. Really, really nice quality. Super nice quality. Heavy. Not cheap. I don't know how good the sound quality is going to be on this with the wind. restored, new gaskets, new screens, all fully rubber around, all buck riveted in. All these bucks are new. All this, all these panels, brand new. Just a spectacular trailer. So I'm offering this as a shell, a completed restored shell. I have all the interior walls for the trailer, all the original insides, birch, the original Davis refrigerator slash cooktop, sinks. But someone else could obviously, you know, do their own layout. It would have been a full bed in the rear, taking up this rear end cap. Then right here is like closets and storage. And then where the windows are on this side would be where your kitchen is here. And then you'd have a front dinette in the front. So the subfloor material in here is 13 ply Baltic birch, zero void, extremely strong wood, marine grade. And a lot of people, you know, use the Kusa board, but then they have to put fiberglass on it in order to make it strong enough to hold a screw. And this kind of wood is just absolutely incredible. I've had projects that were put aside by other people and that I purchased, and the subfloor sat outside now for 9 years, zero delamination, outside steps of a shop made out of the same material, untreated. So you could essentially neglect this trailer for 10 years with fully wet subfloor, and it would be completely solid. So expensive for the wood, but totally worth it because it's the most important part of your foundation. So let's take a look inside. It's windy. So when I have the frame members made up to this frame, I had them made wider at the top so that way you can fit 2 elevators, one on each side of the plywood. A lot of people just have an elevator and it's sistered in between, holding both sheets down. It's not a bad way to do it, but you know, it's like, I don't know, I just have OCD and kind of go overboard. These are brand new aluminum wheel wells with anodized aluminum, extruded 1" 90, bent on a shrinker stretcher, butylled, sealed on the inside. You know, usually it was galvanized and same thickness, same grade. This will last a lot longer. It's totally coated on the inside with Vulcum that, you know, never comes off, never breaks down. All new wiring.